Hi, in this video I'm going to introduce you a very powerful psychological tool which will help you to close more deals faster. It is called the social proof. First of all, I will tell you the science behind this principle. Then I will show you 6 practical examples how to apply this principle both in B2B as well as B2C setting. When we are unsure how to act, we look for the other's guidance. It's a mental shortcut. We see a crowd of people doing something and we instinctively assume that they know something which we don't know. We trust the wisdom of the group of people. By following a group, we can avoid making a bad decision. This is a very powerful psychological principle, and this is backed by decades of research. American social psychologist Stanley Milgram, he has done a very interesting research about this. He asked a group of people look at the empty sky of a busy street. When it was done by only one person, very hardly passing by people stopped and look at the sky. But when it was done by 15 people, the 45% of the passing by people stopped and look at the empty sky. The reason is when the number of people behave in a particular way, the other people also forced to behave in that particular way. Because that group behavior validates them from making a bad decision. Because it's a mental shortcut. You know, in most of the television comedy shows, producers, they had artificial laugh track. This pre-recorded laugh track gives signals to the viewers that the others are enjoying the jokes. Therefore, this influences the viewers to perceive the show as funnier. Now we'll see how to apply this principle in selling. Assume you're a marketing pro in a supermarket. When you apply this principle in your e-commerce site, you have to promptly showcase the average star rating of your products. Not only that, you have to showcase the total number of viewers as well. Now, for example, if you are in a clothing store, on one particular jacket, it's having 4.8 rating out of 5. At the same time, that rating has given by 2000 customers. What does that tell to the potential customers? This jacket is really good and there is less risk if you buy that jacket because it provides an undeniable proof. You know, in B2B selling, case study is a very powerful tool. Assume you sell one particular software to a corporate client. You can talk about the features, you can talk about the benefits, but more than that, if you showcase a case study in terms of a document or a video, that would be really powerful. For example, you can create a case study of one of the leading players in the industry, how they have reduced 30% of the operational cost by using that software. But at the same time, the industry players, they trust this product. This is very effective because the potential customers, they can relate the success of that company. If you work with big recognizable brands, show them off. For example, in your website, under Trusted By section, you can mention, okay, Coca-Cola, Nike, their logos. This graphical representation gives a very powerful sign to the viewers. They believe if the major players believe your brand, why not us? You can even use the taglines like helped 500 businesses to generate leads. There is another way that you can apply this principle by showcasing the labels like bestseller, most popular. Because it's a very powerful sign for the hesitant buyers. Assume you sell online courses and there is one particular course and it's having the bestseller tag. What does this say to the potential students? This course have been bought by many number of students, therefore you don't need to worry. Similarly, in a restaurant, if they mention one particular dish has the most orders dish, what does that mean? It gives to the potential customers, this dish is popular, so it is very delicious. In B2B selling, this principle is really important because the stakes are high and also there are many stakeholders involving in purchasing process. Assume you sell very expensive ERP system to a particular customer. Now in that situation, if the decision makers are hesitant to purchase, so you can apply this social proof principle. Because they are hesitant, it's obvious because they are going to invest a huge amount of money and they are having the fear of failure and the risk of buying your product. Therefore, as a sales pro, your job is to reduce that risk and you just want to build the credibility. Therefore, my personal recommendation is if you can take the direct competitors of them and how they have used this product, it gives more validity. You can say like this, Mr. Prospect, the X company, they have used this ERP system for 6 months time period and they have reduced the supply chain lead time by 25%. There is a very powerful way that you can convince the social proof having video recommendations. From your successful customers, Take the video recommendations. And if you can get these video recommendations from the high rank people, for example, chairman, CEO, like these type of C-level people, the validity of the social proof is really high. When you use direct competitors, it creates the potential customers' sense of urgency and fear of missing out something. It's a really powerful motivator for them to purchase your product. You know, in B2B high-ticket selling, buyers buy not only the products, but the partnership as well as the solution. Assume you work in a cybersecurity firm and you sell particular security suite for the corporate clients. In a situation like this, you have to highlight the industry awards and expert recognition. During your sales presentation, you can mention, this particular software has been approved by so-and-so industry association or a highly respected cybersecurity research firm. Or you can mention a white paper of a particular company and they have identified this particular software is really good in identifying threat detection capabilities. This will showcase you are not just a vendor, but you are coming with social proof, a lot of evidences. When you sell to a potential customer, one of the biggest challenges is actually they have not purchased your product. So they are having a huge risk buying your product. They have the fear of failure. So as a sales pro, you have to reduce this fear. So therefore, social proof is a really powerful tool. I hope you enjoy this video. Please comment below your comments and queries. I'll respond to you as soon as possible. See you soon. Thank you for watching this video. Please share this video, read below information and subscribe to my channel. I will offer you more videos like this to improve your sales and to grow your business. Have a great day.